it is needed. So you're going to be there, oh, alhamdulillah, mashallah, the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, he did this, he did that. You know, tawheed is aqsamu tawheed. Naam, what you're saying is good. But akhi, this individual next year, they will call you again. Next year, they will call you again. Because you gave them a very good talk. You come again next year, you tell them about, alhamdulillah, al-mas'al al-khufayni. That will be your talk. Right? What you call that? Wiping over the socks. Akhi, guess what? They will book you for 10 years to come. Because you're giving them what they want to hear. But if you tell them, alhamdulillah, you open up Hudbatul Hajj and tell them, give them about man ahdatha fi amrina hadha, all of this ahadith to show that it is not permissible for innovation, and clarifying to them that this is an innovation, akhi, you will not continue the talk. They might cut the light, they might put the switch off, put you in the dark, evacuate you out from the podium, and get somebody else, wal-iyadhu billah, to come and then call you a fool. This is a terrorist. They will even say that. Naam, so therefore he mentioned, Naam, wa innama. Naam.
وإنما يحضروننا ليتصالحوا معهم ويكفيهم أن اليهود والنصارى يعترفون أن محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم نبي.
So here, that the only excuse that they use, and this is not even an excuse, but rather it is, convincing yourself, right? Convincing yourself why you should do this, knowing that you don't have no business doing this. Convincing yourself, right, about doing such, knowing that you don't got no business doing this, right? You now convincing yourself. You want to free yourself from any guilt. So you want to use whatever excuse. So this is the excuse that they use. They say, you know what? At least they recognize that the Prophet ﷺ is a messenger. At least they recognize he's a messenger. At least they recognize he's a messenger. So therefore, we can all sit together.
يعترفون بعموم رسالته فيكفرون بعموم رسالته فكأنهم يقولون
ارضوا عنا
نعم ارضوا عنا
ونرضى عنكم. And this is evil. This is the peak of evil. This is the summum of evil, wal-iyadhu billah. Shaykh al-Fawzaan, he mentioned, even if that was on al-zahir, on the surface, this words, barakallahu fikum, what is appearing. وَهُمْ لَا يَعْتَرِفُونَ بِعُمُومِ رِسَالَتِهِ. They do not agree of the fact that the Messenger ﷺ was sent to the whole of mankind. They might say, well, the Prophet Muhammad, yes, he's a prophet, but he is only to the Arabs. Even if they say that, this is still kufr. He said, even if they will agree that the Prophet Muhammad is a messenger, but they do not affirm the fact that he is a prophet that Allah sent to the entire humanity. Shaykh al-Fawzaan, hafidhahullah, he mentioned, so from that reason, the fact that they do not acknowledge the fact that the messenger was sent to all of the mankind, now this is disbelief itself. He say, now it is as, now these Muslims or those who ascribe themselves to Islam on the table, right, with the Yahud and the Christians, it is as they saying, irdu anna wa narda ankum. And this is what we say, I mean, this is what in English that you will say, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's exactly the term. That let us be pleased with you and you be pleased with us. Don't criticize me, I won't criticize you. Don't say nothing bad about me, I'm not going to say nothing bad about you. Be quiet about things that you don't agree, And I'm going to be quiet about what I don't agree. This is the golden rule that the Ikhwani have. Right? نَعْذُرُ بَعْضُنَا بَعْدًا فِي مَا اخْتَلَفْنَا فِيهِ. That we're going to excuse one another in those matters that we differ. Huh? In those matters that we differ. We're going to agree to do what? To excuse one another in those matters that we differ in. And we come together in those matters that we agree upon. This is what they call the golden rule of the Ikhwani. Is that correct? And how is that incorrect? Is that correct? Let us excuse one another upon that which we disagree. And, we be cool on those things that we all, alhamdulillah, agree. Is that statement correct? It is not correct whatsoever. How is it incorrect? Muhammad.
Because it's like you're pleased with the mistake that he's doing.
With like what? Like the greatest one.
For example, like
The greatest one. Shirk. Because this is the problem. This is the first thing we disagree. Right? You saying that Isa is Allah. I'm saying قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. I'm saying lam yalid wa lam yulad. So you telling me now, okay, for that issue, let us shovel it under the rug. Let us be quiet about that. Let us just hush about that issue. Let us not make a fuss out of that. Let us not say anything in regard to that. And let's see where those things that we can agree about. So as they say, be pleased with us and we be pleased with you all. Be quiet about our mistakes, we be quiet about your mistakes. And okay, this is exactly also one of the ways of the Yahud. كَانُوا لَا يَتَنَاهَوْنَ عَنْ مُنْكَرٍ فَعَلُوهُ. That they will not, barakallahu fikum, they will not warn one another upon the evil that they do. They will be all quiet about their own evil. You be quiet about my dirt, I'm going to be quiet about your dirt. Don't say none when I do wrong. So when you do wrong, I'm going to be hush. I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to say nothing. You do your dirt on the side, I'll do my dirt on the side. Akhi, is that a rectification method? Is it a usloob to bring islah, to bring rectification? La wa kallah. That's why, alhamdulillah, a true companion, I'm talking about a true companion, is the one that he knows you do some, akhi, he will advise you to stay away from it. It's not somebody, he definitely know what you're doing is wrong, but he kept silent about it. Just in case you yourself you fall in something that is not permissible. Alhamdulillah, a true companion, he will advise you. Whether you're going to take it or not, he will advise you. A true companion will advise you. And alhamdulillah, let us, even among ourselves, barakallahu fikum. And alhamdulillah, if a brother, barakallah, he is very attached to you, I mean, don't be shy about telling him, akhi, this is not correct. It doesn't matter who that is. The truth is greater than any of us. It's more important than any of us. It doesn't matter who that is. Ain't nobody that is above the truth, or above being advised. Above being advised. Nobody, barakallah fikum. It could be that you find your father doing, you tell him, Abi, don't do this. Abi, don't do this. Dad, don't do this. It could be your brother, your older brother. It could be the imam of the masjid. Akhi, please don't do this. Ain't nobody above being advised, barakallah feek. Alhamdulillah, the one that is advising, he want good. He want good for the person he's advising. So what that mean? I mean that he got to find the best way possible for the person to accept it. He'll find the best way, the most suitable time for the person that he wants good to receive that good, to get that good. And this is, alhamdulillah, something that once we know this is a mistake, now how to rectify will take also another thorough investigation. Because to know this is a mistake require what? Knowledge. It requires investigation for you to know whether this is a mistake or not. But how to rectify it take, barakallah fikum, more of a thorough investigation. How can I rectify this? Because I don't want the brother to run away. But I don't want to be quiet about this because that's his right for me to tell him. I got to tell him. That's his rights. If I don't tell him, perhaps that I can be held accountable for that. And alhamdulillah, a lot of time you find people coming to the Salafi Masajid. I mean, they don't know. Sometimes they want to come to rectify themselves. Sometimes they know they come, alhamdulillah, these are the Masajid that, alhamdulillah, knowledge is being disseminated. It's a place where knowledge, alhamdulillah, is clear. So they want to come and rectify themselves. So alhamdulillah, we owe them this bi'idhnillah with the best way possible. With the best way possible. حاول أخ.
قال الله تعالى ولن ترضى عنك اليهود ولا النصارى حتى تتبع ملتهم فهم يخادعون
So Shaykh Hafidhahullah, he mentioned, as when he mentioned previously about this individual claiming Islam sitting around with the Yahud and the Nasara, and they will only use this small excuse to say what? At least they recognize that the Prophet Muhammad is a messenger. Right? At least they recognize that. But this is just like this is something that is on the surface. Because they do not affirm that the Prophet ﷺ was sent to all of the mankind. Because if they would have affirmed that, they would have testified against their own selves. They would have testified against their own selves. So that is kufr wal-iyadhu billah. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, he say, وَلَن تَرْضَى عَنْكَ الْيَهُودُ وَلَا النَّصَارَى حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُمْ. That the Yahud, they will not be pleased with you. The Christians, they will not be pleased with you. Hatta, up until tattabi'a, you follow millatahum, their ways. Following their ways, they will be happy. I mean, just look at this. Just look at you at the workplace, right? You got those, those Muslims, they care less, right? The kuffar, they are more likely to be more lenient to that individual than to you that is trying to hold on to your religion. Because they find that this individual, he is very close to their ways. He's close to their ways, wal-iyadhu billah. But as the one that, alhamdulillah, is firm upon his religion, won't budge in his religion, they won't be pleased with him. They won't be pleased with him. They will find any fault in him. Oh, he is this, he is that. But the other one that careless, might shave his beard, might drag his pants, mop the whole floor, they won't say none to him. Mingle with this, mingle with that one, interact with this, interact with that. They won't have no issue with that. But the one that is upright upon his religion, they will have an issue with him. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentioned, and this is in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 120. He say that this individual Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So he mentioned, As Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala